Hey guys, it's TheFrXion here, or Tiger Tank 12, however you wanna call me, I don't really care. And it's been a very long time since I've uploaded anything, and I'm really sorry for that. Unfortunately, I was unable to do any videos the last few weeks. Actually, 2017 has been a very rough start for me because I had to work, and working really takes up a lot of my time, and unfortunately, because of that, I couldn't make a lot of videos. But I've been playing World of Tanks on and off. I've been on the sandbox server. Unfortunately, I cannot bring you guys any kind of video material because I do not have the rights to upload them right now, because Wargaming are still holding back. Some selected YouTubers like Quickie Baby and Des Games actually already have access to it and can upload stuff. And you've probably already seen some of the tier 10 light tanks that have been introduced in the sandbox version of the game. And I have to be honest, I played them, they're a lot of fun. Some balancing issues still exist. I didn't have a lot of time to play it right now, so I played a few games last week, and this week I really didn't have a lot of time. I've been playing a new game called Black Wake, and that game is absolutely awesome. It's where you are a pirate on a pirate ship, and you have to fight against other Renaissance kind of type battleships, and it's just amazing. It's so much fun. It's just a multiplayer based game, but anyway, that doesn't really matter. Today we're taking a look at the T-49, the tier 8 American light tank, and this vehicle is going to lose its top tier gun. You will be losing the 152mm howitzer gun that this vehicle right now possesses. This gun is going on to the Sheridan. If you don't know what the Sheridan is, it's pretty much very similar to this tank, but a little bit more like a box. It's not as sleek as this tank. It's based more like a box, but it's still an amazing vehicle. The Sheridan actually was a tank that was manufactured in pretty large numbers, and it has seen combat in Vietnam, I think, and in some other areas as well. So it is a vehicle that has proven itself, and I'm really excited to see that tank coming into the game, since it also has a new gun. You can use a 100mm gun, I think, or a 90mm gun, I'm not entirely sure right now, which has very decent pen, or you can use this 152mm gun, which allows you to, you know, have a little bit more variety than right now, since this tank actually owns or has two guns that you can actually use right now. But the 90mm gun is not very economical for you, because the gun is just, you know, it's a pure high explosive gun, or you have to buy heat rounds, which cost you about 5,000 credits per shot. But that's not really the point today. Although the light tanks at tier 10 are a really interesting and I think good addition to the game, we are currently right now still at tier 8. And if you look at the gap between the tier 9 light tanks that you'll eventually have, all the tier 8 light tanks right now are moving up a tier to tier 9. And the tier 10 light tanks will cost you 100,000 experience to unlock. And, well, 6 million credits. And that is one of the main problems that I have. It's just that, you know, we have already unlocked these tanks right now, but still at the same time, unlocking the new vehicles is going to be a lot more expensive. So yeah, for people like me who don't really have the time right now to play the game, it's going to be really difficult to unlock these tanks in time. We probably have to use a lot of money, you know, spend real life cash. And I'm not sure where this is going, but that doesn't really matter, because that is still quite far away. Until then, I'll try to grind my crews. I'll try to grind my light tanks, because I really want to unlock some of those tier 10 light tanks. And up until then, I'm going to be playing the T-49, the RU-251, the AMAX 1390, and I'm going to try to get the T-54 Lightweight, but I think that is a project that may just need a lot more time. So, coming back to the game, as you can see right here, not a good match right now. We're losing by 2 tanks, and they have a lot more HP than us. And in general, they have all the positions that we actually should have controlled at the beginning. Unfortunately, my team died quite early on, but that doesn't really matter right now. The T-49, as you can see right here, has a very, very long aim time. And the reload time is on my tank 22 seconds, and that is amazing. That is the longest reload time on any light tank in the game. It's almost as long, well, okay, it's 10 seconds short of the reload time of the AMX 1390, and that tank has 6 rounds in one clip. But the beauty of this tank is its high explosive gun. And you can see right there, we just destroyed that comet with one shot because we were able to penetrate that tank. And that is the beauty, the absolute beauty of this vehicle. If you manage to penetrate an enemy vehicle, well, they are gonna look really old because you'll be doing 900 damage. I just made a video about high explosive vehicles or guns, and I've not been a very big fan of them. And I have to be honest, I still am not a big fan of them. But at the same time, well, this tank is not like the Type 5 Heavy. It does not have massive amounts of armor, and you can just, splash away without having to move. This vehicle actually has to, it has to, look back on mobility, because if you do not flank the enemies, you're unable to penetrate them with your shots. Right here, as you can see, we've done 2,000 damage in about 6 shots that we fired, and if every single shot does about 800 damage when you penetrate, well, you can see 1,900 hit points that we have actually scraped off of them is not very much. But, that's the beauty about this tank. It's quite difficult to play because, to be honest, for me, I love the RU-251. The high rate of fire, the aim time, the mobility is just what pretty much solved the tank for me right away, straight away. But the T-49 is a little bit different. It does have the mobility, but the aim time and the reload time is just something very different. If you're playing the RU-251 like just 20 minutes ago, you're gonna have a really bad time with this vehicle because you're used to the high DPM that you have. But right here you can see the capacity that this vehicle actually possesses if you're able to hit those shots. You can see the Udas on the other side, very lightly armored Swedish tank destroyer. Beautiful. Those shots are what you are living for in this tank. So we're up all the way to 2,741 damage in 9 shots, and we just spotted ASU 152. Now, you have to remember, this vehicle does not have the best crew on it. I am not a predominant light tank player. I do enjoy my heavy tanks, my medium tanks, but I've really grown to enjoy my light tanks as well in the recent months since I've been starting to playing them. It really gives you a new perspective on things because you have to suddenly, take into account that you're not the heaviest armored vehicle on the playing field, and every move that you make, every position that you change can be a benefit for you, or it can be a big backdrop. And that makes it really interesting. It makes it very strategic the way you play these tanks. And that is just the thing that I like about World Tanks. It's the variety, the versatility of the vehicles, and just the role distribution that you have all over the place that kind of make the game for me. At least for me. And as you can see right here, I'm going to explain what I'm doing right here. We spotted the SU-152. We could have actually flanked around, went all the way to the A line to A0 and then B0 and waited there and maybe spotted him from there and then fired from the rear onto him. But right here, I decided to actually go for the artillery because if the SU-152 managed to spot me, artillery would probably take a shot at me, and since I'm only at 293 HP right now, I wasn't really too keen on taking that risk. Since I know that artillery and all the other tanks are over there, I know that the artillery is not expecting me anytime soon. Although, if you have a situation like this where you know that a light tank has not been spotted for a very long time, you have to expect the vehicle, the player, to come around to flank you and take on the artillery. If you're an arty player, maybe you have to, keep and have a watchful eye on the minimap and very close, places where a light tank can actually sneak up on you. As you can see right there, M40, 43, he did not really look at any specific part of the map, which allowed us to, win the map or win the game with our FCM and the Lorraine 155-51. Yeah, so that was a lot of rambling. I've really missed it doing or making videos. It's been a very long time, and I really want to continue making videos, but unfortunately next week on Monday I'll be moving into the army. I'm being drafted, and that means that I'm only going to be able to upload videos on Saturday or Sunday. That is going to make things a lot more difficult. So do not expect a lot of videos in the near future, since I'll be gone for 6 months having military service for my country pretty much. And yeah, that means that this is the final week where I'll be able to upload more videos. It's Wednesday right now. I'm going to try to make some more videos to, produce them on Saturday and Sunday, and then to push them out during the week, where I can, have a scheduled uploading plan for at least the next week with some content for you guys. And then I'll have to look what I'm going to be doing on Saturday and Sunday, because probably Saturday and Sunday I'm going to be quite busy meeting friends and being exhausted because of the military service. But, I'm going to bite through this tough time right now. Tough time. And I'm just going to try to make the best content possible for you guys. As always, comment, like, subscribe, and I would really like to hear you guys' opinion on the tier 10 light tanks right now. And I hope you guys have a great, Thursday. I'm going to be uploading this on Thursday. Have a great Thursday, and don't get too mad at Wolf Tanks. See you guys.